Hello friends, it's Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel. It's some lunchtime crafting today. I'm so excited to get started on this little project. This is something I want to try. Of course, I've made a lot of journals, you know, in my journaling adventures, but I'm trying to think if I've made notebooks like from cards, you know, Christmas cards, birthday cards, but I haven't actually made, I don't think I've actually made a journal. So today I wanted to make a journal. I was kind of inspired by Posh Paper Lady. She made a little notebook out of a journal, and I thought, out of a card, Christmas card, and I was like, you know, I'd like to make a journal, you know, just kind of, you get inspired by her idea, but to put my own spin on it as far as making a actual junk journal. And so I thought, you know, it would kind of be neat, because if you wanted to use these as gifts, to kind of make them in a generic fashion. So say someone has never heard of a junk journal, you know how people are when, you know, when they first hear of a junk journal, they say, what? What do you do with that? They kind of don't get it at first, you know what I mean? Some people, I kind of got it right at first, because I'm, I guess, a paper lover. But so I thought maybe what about making a journal from a Christmas card, but do it in a fashion that it had mostly kind of papers that you write on, but in junk journal fashion. So a variety of papers that you can write on. Okay, so let's just get started, because I wanted to see if I could kind of make the base junk journal in my one lunch hour here today. So I brought everything, I think I brought everything I need. So I have this pretty card here. I got a box of these. I got these last year at Dollar Tree. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it 2 signatures. Yes, not just a traveler's notebook style, but 2 signatures. So what Lisa, I think her name's Lisa. No, her name is Sheree. Same as me. She spells it different. But Sheree at Posh Paper Lady, I believe is her name, and I'll link her channel underneath this one. But what I thought I'd do is kind of score a ½ an inch on either side of the middle line of this card and see how that looks. And it looks like, see, all that's on the back is a snowflake, and then the front has the decoration, and this has some glitter on here. But if we make a ½ an inch, it's going to be like right about here, I guess. So I think that'll be fine. So let's just see what it does. I'm putting my little fold line right on the 6 here in the middle of my scoreboard, and here's the ½ an inch on this side. So let's score right there. Let's score right there if I can keep it in the line. Okay, I think I'm in the line. You don't want to push, you know, if you have experience with these scoreboards, sometimes if you push too hard, you're going to go right through your paper. So I've got to be careful with that, but you still want to make your line for, this is going to be your spine, okay? So there's our spine. So let's just bend that. See, I haven't practiced this, so this is actual real experiment here. Kind of not really a tutorial, because I haven't done this exact thing before. So I'm kind of just playing it by ear, doing a little more of a craft with me than a tutorial. So just be patient with me as I figure it out. Sometimes you just have to figure things out along the way the first time you do something, right? So here's our spine. You can see it's, let me show you. It's going to be like this. Okay, we're going to have a spine. So it's going to be a little book. Okay, the next thing I want to do, I think I might be done with my scoreboard here. So let me move that over here out of the way. Got my box of cards over there, and I'm sorry I'm moving you. Goodness. There you go. Okay, put my little bone folder over there. Okay, let's, one thing I thought I might do is just round these corners a little bit. I think that really gives a nice finishing touch. But I might do that after, I want to line this, I want to line the inside here. Okay, so let's do that next, and then we'll round our corners when we get our paper on here, so we can round both layers at the same time. So I brought, let me see, I brought a couple of options for layering, putting another layer here. I got this yesterday at a thrift store. This is what I saw, this and this, okay? I don't even know, I couldn't take it out in the store and really look at it. I mean, I kind of did, and I said, is it tissue paper? Maybe, I don't know, but it's pretty and it's Christmassy. So I went ahead and got it. Maybe it's a tablecloth. I don't really know. Let's just see, is it a paper tablecloth? It's big. I bet that's what it is, a paper. So look how big it is. I'm not gonna unfold it right now because it wouldn't fit in the camera anyway, but it's got a kind of a plasticized back on it, so I think that's probably what it is. So do I want to use this for the back of my card? I could. It's an option. It would be pretty. It's just papery. It does rip. I tried to rip it here this morning because I was like, what is this made out of? What is it? And I didn't really have time to take it out of the package, so I just said, does it rip? And it, you know, I made a little rip right there. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to be cutting it up, so do I want to use this? Or I brought, I think it might be easier since now I know what this is. It's kind of big. I mean, I could cut a piece off, but in order to strengthen my journal cover a little more, I brought some cardstock also. So let's look at my cardstock I brought 3 pieces, just grabbed them up as I was kind of walking out the door because I was just trying to, I had everything in my bag, and then I was thinking about the inside of this cover when it was time to leave, and I said, what do I want to do? What do I really want to put on the inside of this card, you know, to line it and to decorate the cover on the inside? So here's what I've got, these 4 pieces. I think I might go with, I think either one of these would be good because, I mean, any of them would be fine, but we do have red and green here, so this one has a lot of red, green, and blue, yellow. This has just green, so let's go with this one this time. Just for the heck of it, see what happens. So how will it fit? It doesn't fit this way, so we'll have to fit it this way. Okay, so I think I will go ahead, and this will give our cover more strength. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue it down with some art glitter glue here. That'll make sure it's nice and stuck down. And so this is really a no-sew project. You know, I know some people have sewing machines, some people don't. So it is nice to have something that's no-sew once in a while, and just put it together with your glue. And, you know, quick. Sometimes this could be a last-minute project if you get close to Christmas and you need a little something to make, you know, make for someone, something special, but you don't have a lot of time. This could be that project. It's because I'm going to get it. I'm pretty determined to get it done in 1 hour here, so I am not going to not get it done. You know, usually when I set my mind to something, I'm going to get it done one way or the other. So I'm not going to dilly-dally too much here, and I'm gonna get this done, and it's not rocket science, so I don't see any reason why I can't get it done. If I have think I have all my tools here. Kind of brought a lot of stuff with me today, so I have quite a bit of glue on there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, get it right up into the corner of this top corner, line it up on top, line it up with this top corner, and then we should be good to go. This does have white around the edges, so if you want to leave a little bit of any of the cards showing, it won't matter because it's white on my paper I'm talking about, okay? Yours might be completely different. I'm really not leaving any edge though, so, I mean, it looks good, except for right here I have a little slight where the card is showing right here. Okay, but it's okay on mine. If yours is not okay on yours, then you need to get it right to the edge. Okay, scissors. I'm going to cut this off, and I'm not gonna fool around here because I gotta get this done. Kind of challenging myself too, just to see. Because I was thinking about doing 2, and I was like, well, I don't know if I can do 2. Maybe I can do 2 the next time and just do 1 this time, since this is my first time doing this exact thing. I was like, I don't know. I mean, I know I can do it, I just don't know if I can do 2. So we'll see how long this takes. But next time I kind of will, after you do 1, you know, then you kind of know what you're doing and how long 1 took you, and then you can try to determine, you know, if you want to do more than 1, how long will it take you to do 2 or 3, you know? So, let's just cut this across here. Okay. I think we got it even. Now this we can keep. Okay. Kind of, let's get that all glued down. I do have my bone folder over there, and since this is glittery, I'm going to grab that so we can press it down. Press this down real good. Now, let me see. I just thought of something that I wanted to do before I did that, and I always forget. So, that is no longer an option. I think this is already glued down. Yeah, it's already glued down, so that's not an option, but we will just go with it, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about later in a minute. maybe, probably. Okay, so let's just go back to your spine where you have your fold lines that you made with your scoreboard. Okay, so we still have our little book. It's starting to look more like a book, right? It's a little stiffer now that we have that extra layer in there. Let's round our corners. I'm going to make a slight round, so I'm going to go to the other side of my corner rounder. Make a slight round here, slight rounded corner. I think those look good just to take the points off sometimes. And you can make a bigger round, you know, use the other side if you have this corner rounder. This makes a bigger, you know, corner, more rounder corner. So use whatever you like. But, okay, so what I was going to do, and I have my ribbon here, but I forgot because I'm just kind of, you know, I'm rushing a little bit because I want to make sure I get this done. I want to tell you the measurement of these cards before. See, okay, the measurement of the card before we did this was, just in case you want to know, you can use any card. It doesn't have to be this size card, okay? Any card, even if you have one left that's been used. These are not used, but if you have a used one, you're going to cover up the inside where you might have writing, so you can use a used card in here, or for this project. So this card, it originally was about, let's see, it's about 4 6/8 inches wide, and it is 6 and 6, about 6 and 5, no, yeah, 6 and 5/8, 6 and, let's just say 6 and 6/8 inches wide. Anyway, almost 7 inches. You get the picture. It's almost 7 long and almost 5 wide, basically 5 by 7 if you just run around it off. Okay, and we made that into this shape, which is now cute little shape, right? Perfect for a little junk journal. 4.5 inches wide by basically 6 3/4 inches long. Okay, fun, cute little size, right? It's already adorable. Okay, next, what I wanted to do, what I was going to do, and I planned to do, was, got a little wrinkle there. Let's smooth that out. What I was planning to do was run a ribbon underneath this layer of paper that we put on here and make a little closure. Forgot to do that. So let's do something a little different. I kind of want it attached. So let's see, I have this ribbon that's coming undone. I have this ribbon that I just threw in here from my scrap ribbon. That could look cute. Or I have some black like seam binding. That could look good. I mean, I think they're all fine. I don't know. I think I kind of want to do the black one though. Don't know why. It's calling me. I did bring this one. I wasn't sure. This is kind of, let's look at this one real quick, because I was like, it's in plastic, and this morning I was like, I could not figure out if it was pink or red. See, all this stuff takes time too, away from our actual journal making. So I gotta get this plastic off of here. I just want to see what this might look like. I think it's gonna be, I think I like the contrast between the black and the red. But let's just see what this looks like real quick. Just for the heck of it. I mean, I'm sure it would look pretty if I wanted to use the red. See, it would be red right next to red, which would be okay, but I think the black looks better. Let's go with the black. So what we're gonna do instead, since I forgot to do the other way, is I'm gonna, got my hole punch here. I wasn't gonna do it this way, because if I did it this way, I would have brought some eyelets. But I didn't bring any eyelets, so we're just gonna have to go with it here, okay? There's a little holes falling out there. So I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna make a little hole here and just make a little eyelet closure on the side here. So I need to, yeah, right. I don't think I've ever done this before. I haven't done this in any of my journals except for another one that I'm getting ready to make, so. And I used eyelets, but this one, I don't have any eyelets with me, so I'm just gonna have to do this. Okay, so I made a hole right here. I'm going to get a pencil, because I wanna make sure I make my other hole in the back cover. I want a hole in the back cover. I wanna make sure I put it in the right spot. So I just took a pencil and put the two covers even and drew a little pencil hole there. So now I know where to punch my back hole, all right? I'm gonna punch a hole there. Okay, cute, right? That's gonna be cute. Okay, and then we're gonna make our little seam binding closure here. And I have just regular scissors here, so hopefully they'll cut the seam binding. These are pretty sharp. These are my work scissors, and they're actually pretty sharp. I think I cut something like this before, but yeah, it did cut it. A little rough, but it's all right. It'll be all right. It is a junk journal, right? So we want this to have a little string here, a little string here, and then it'll be tied together at the end. And I want it to be plenty long enough to just tie a nice bow, and then it can always be cut off later if it's too long, right? We just can't make it longer once we cut it, so I want to make sure it's long enough. So I'll cut, now that we've got one, I'll cut the other one the same size. Okay. I know our time is ticking away. Kind of like a 1 hour challenge for me here on these lunch break craft sessions. I should call it my 1 hour challenge, like Shabby Dabby Doodah Tina has her 30-minute challenge. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I guess it doesn't really matter. I think I want to tie it though. I don't want to try to glue it inside or anything, because I don't trust that. I'd rather, that's why I wanted to run it through, because that really makes it sturdy. But I like this too. And let's see, let's try to tie our, let's see if we can try to tie it on the inside. See how that looks. So that's another reason to make your card sturdy with the 2 layers. I did 2 layers here. If you're tying this, then you don't use eyelets, then you don't have to worry about your little tie here going, you know, tearing your card, because you've actually got 2 layers of cardstock here. Okay, let's put this one through and tie our knot on the inside again. I do have more of this if I, like, say if I decided these were too short. I would just be able to take this off and tie in it, make another one, or another two, if I needed to. I think they're going to be fine though. I think they're going to be fine. If I can tie a knot, that would be good. I'm tying a double knot, so and I'm trying not to have too much extra hanging out here. Okay, so there we go so far. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to cut off that extra. I just wanted to, it was just too hard to cut, you know, tie a knot with it any shorter. But I think this will be fine. We'll be able to tie a little bow here. Let's try it out real quick. Tie a little bow when we have our journal made, like this. Let's try it out now. Ugh. Okay, get my fingers going in the right direction. And that little piece, that extra piece is getting in my way. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of what it's going to be like. Cute, right? Okay, let's get our pages going. Now that we've kind of got our cover done, I'm not making any pockets today. We can add those later if we want to add pockets or anything. I'm just doing the cover and the pages today, okay? So that's what we've got so far, just the cover. Let me put that out of, well, I'm going to need it to measure the pages, okay? So this is how I'm going to measure the pages. Let's see what I have to make pages with. Like I said, I want it to be a writing journal. So I've got some coffee dyed paper, not coffee dyed, kind of like handmade paper here. In a little album that I bought. I showed this in one of my organizing videos, I think. It was in one of the drawers and I pulled it out. And the cover looks kind of like handmade too, with pressed flowers on it. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so I wanted to use some of one of these. I thought, you know, I don't want this to have a ton of pages where it's going to be like alligator mouth. I want it to have room to write and room to add things if somebody did want to kind of make it into more than just a writing journal. You know, add other elements like pictures and things. So here's the first piece, and I thought these would fit in here nicely. That's why I picked this out. Let's put, I brought 10, I'm thinking of putting just 5 pages in each signature. When you fold them in half, that'll be 10 pages. So you know, we'll see how that comes out. That'll be like 40 pages in all, right? Fronts and backs. So if I brought 10, I shouldn't have to repeat any pages. Let's see how that goes. Now I'm going to need to trim this, maybe. Let's see. Unless we want to make, no, it's too small to make a pocket. So let's get me, where's my trimmer? Paper cutter here. Okay, I'm going to cut a little bit off the top here, and this is going to be just done very quickly, as quick as I know how to do things, but probably with not a lot of measuring. So I'm kind of measuring by doing this, putting the page down on the book cover. I can see I've got room on either side. If you've never made one before, see how I have extra room on either side? So I know I probably don't have to cut any off the sides on this piece. And this piece has lines, that's why I picked it out of that album. Okay, I just folded the top here where I want to cut, so I'm going to cut that off real quick. And that's just as a reminder, I'm on my lunch break, so I kind of talk quiet when I'm in here, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want, okay, this is a little weird, cut this, I've never cut handmade paper before. It's kind of bunching up, so let me get my scissors and cut it like that, because it's not really, I've never cut handmade, like I said, never cut like handmade paper before, so it's like, it doesn't look like it's paper cutter friendly, but I can cut it with my scissors better. All right, you see how it was bunching up right there? I did that on both ends, so I'm just going to cut this with my scissors, and I'm going to look at the time. I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. So we're making 2 5-page signatures. Okay, so here's one page, if I can get it even. Okay. There we go. Let me see what time we're at. We're at 25 minutes. We got 35 minutes basically. Another bunch of paper what I bought was coffee dyed composition book paper. There's a couple different ones here. Let's see which one I want to use. Of course I have to pick out one that's, yeah, that's okay. We're good, we're good. Let me see which side I want to cut. I want to cut this in half, I think. Wait a minute. Let me measure. No, it's not going to be, see, I can put it like this with the lines going sideways, which is kind of fun to, when lines are going the wrong way, just to write across, you know, you can just write across here. You don't have to write on the lines, right? Kind of fun to write outside the lines sometimes, be a little different. So I think that's what we're going to do. Junk journal it up, put our lines sideways on this, and we're not wasting paper either. Pretty much not going to waste any paper on this page. I'm going to cut it right down the middle, right for right now, and then I'm going to see what else we have to cut off of here. That's number 2 paper that we're using. Let's see this now. Now we're going to need to cut a little bit off. I'm just measuring again by seeing how far. And we could measure off of this one too. The first one we did. Kind of just stay with that size. So they're kind of all similar. So I'm going to keep this where the top, you know how they have the little margin at the top. So I want to keep the top that wider margin and cut off just the little bit off the bottom, which is originally the bottom of the page, but it's going to be the side of our page now. Okay, so let's just come over here, cut this strip off. Okay, I'm going to cut this one more time. It's a little rough for some reason. I'm going to cut that just to smooth it out. It doesn't have to be smooth. This is a junk journal. I just want it to be smooth. My edge is not smooth there, so it wasn't lining up. Okay, now. There we go. I think we've got a sharper edge now. Okay, and then we're going to fold it in half this way for another page. Just line it up, the edges together, so that we're not all crooked. Okay, now we have another page. Looks like it's going to fit. Everything's fitting in pretty much. Let me see. This composition book might be a little bit too wide. I mean, we can always trim them later or as we go. So I'm going to go ahead and trim a little bit off of this one. I don't want it sticking out over the edges of the cover. What's going on? This is not one to cut. My blade is it the wrong way? Let me turn it around. Maybe it's going. See, it's doing that thing again. That's crazy. Trying to ruin my paper. Trying to ruin my paper. That is weird. Okay, let's try that again. Little paper cutter. What are you doing to me? Sorry to be so careful with you, goodness. Okay. Almost looks like I ripped it, but that's fine. This looks nice in a journal, right? In a junk journal. Okay, so I think we are good. Can't spend that much time on every page or we're not going to get done, right? Okay, so we got our we used some composition book. I've got some graph paper here. Let's see if I have any single. Oh, they're all double pages. So let's cut this one. This is coffee dyed. Let's see if we can do this one a little faster. Now we had to cut, let's see, when we have to cut the top off there. Let's go down a little bit and see. Let me see here. Yeah, let's go right here. See how we do with that. Let's see that again. Yeah, that should be good. As far as that's going to be the length of the page this way. Okay, I'm trying to just make sure it's not crooked. Alright. Let's fold it in half. Let's see if we need to cut off some from this side, which I know we're going to have to. See how much. How much do we want to cut off? We want to cut about 3 squares. That's the good thing about graph paper. It's easy to measure, right? 3 squares. Okay, I think that would be good. Let's see how it fits. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fits in good. Next is coffee dyed paper. Let's see how we can do this. I don't want to, might be able to make some fold out, a little fold out. That would be fun, right? Yeah, this would be the perfect thing to make a fold out on. Coffee dyed paper I like doing fold outs with. So I'm going to measure this way for our length. With this previous page that we made. Okay. And then we'll just cut this. Everything's lined up. Scrap. Fold, and this will be a fold out. Get it lined up here, point to point. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, and we'll make a little fold out here with these coffee dyed pages. Just fold that in a little bit, kind of make it even with our other inside pages here. Okay. That's number 4 in our first signature. Now what else did I bring? I have some, this is avocado dyed scrapbook paper, but it's like neutral. So I figured it would be good, neutral kind of writing type paper. Let's see how we can do this with not wasting paper here. Let's see, I might be able to actually cut it in half. It's a little bit shorter down here, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go for something like this. Anyway, we can still have a shorter piece if we want, you know. Size variety is always fun with your journal pages. So I'm gonna go for this right here. I don't want too many fold outs in here. Let's see how this is going to fit, how much extra we're going to have. We'd have all, oh, that's pretty though. Wouldn't that be neat to have a little, or we could make these into tuck spots. I don't know. Let's fold it in half. be like this. I've got all this extra. So for right now, I'm going to fold it in half. And these might be tuck spots, you know? It's a perfect little tuck there. So the coffee dye paper will be fold out. This paper will be, tuck spots. And I think I just want to make sure before I'm going to glue those down. Before I glue it down, I want to make sure it's not too big, right? It's not going to need to be trimmed. So yeah, it all fits in there. It fits in there nicely. Once we sew it in, it's going to be about like that. Okay. Something's sticking out here. I guess it's my handmade paper. So let's cut a little strip off here. Yeah, I think we've got 5 pages in this signature now. We've got to get 5 pages in the other signature and then sew these in. Kind of like to, I always seem to be pushing my limits, right? Pushing the limit here on the time. Okay, now, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me, I want to separate these two here. I don't want to have the tuck and the fold out right next to each other. So let's put the tuck right here at the beginning. Second page now. Okay, I think I got this the way I want them. Make sure nothing's sticking out on that signature. I think that one is good. For the fold outs, for the tuck spots, I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. So that's going to be drying while we do our second signature. I'm using my art glitter glue on that. So we're not sewing, I want to make sure it's going to stay put. Got a little glue going on here. Okay. Come on. Come on, little glue. Okay. Okay, so we can let that dry and the other tuck spots on the other side. So I'm going to glue this down. Okay. Get it on our other papers. Then all our pages will be sticking together, right? Been there, done that. Okay. All right, let's put that over here for a second. I'm going to just leave that out of the card so we can move the card around like we've been doing. Okay, so we used scrapbook paper. I've got avocado dyed paper here. This one was neat. It came out pink. Sometimes they come out peachy, sometimes they come out pink. So let's use our, again, second signature here to, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to cut this piece off so we don't have a fold out this time on the second signature. We're not wasting any paper. Measure where we want to cut like this. Okay. Okay, that was our avocado dyed paper for the second signature. And I use this to measure. I'll fold this in half for our second signature. And let's see how it fits. Looks like it's perfect. Okay, first page on our second signature. Now what else did I bring? I brought some, this is like, kind of like newsprint. I don't use it very much, and I was like, I have a big pack of it, so I was like, I need to use some of this. So let's see how it folds, this way or this way. How big is it? I'm going to fold it this way. I going to go ahead and fold it in half. And I'm going to measure the cut like this. See if we're anywhere near what we need here. So it looks like it might be a little too wide this way, but we're going to cut this first. See how this paper cuts on my paper cutter. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut a little strip off here because I could see that it was about almost a 1/4 inch probably too wide. So a good 1/4 inch off there. And that should be perfect. So that's going to go right here. Second in our second signature. Okay, let's see. Newsprint. What else did I bring? I brought this music paper. This is not coffee dyed. It's just a music book page. I just thought, you know, you have to have some kind of fun paper in here, right? Something different to junk journal it up. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and fold this in half. Cut off. That's what we need to cut off. About 3/4 of an inch there. And let's see what we can do with this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fold these in. This can be a little tuck spot for our second signature. Tuck spot page. We'll have a tuck spot page in our first signature and tuck spot page in our second signature. Let's go ahead and glue those down. Little glue. Both of these. There we go. I'm going to glue on my other pages, so let me pick that up real quick. In case some glue starts oozing out, and don't want any issues here with my pages getting glued together. Okay, 3 pages in our second signature. What else did I bring? I brought this ledger paper. This will be the 4th page in our second signature. Let's see. It's going to be, I think I'm going to cut the circles off here. Try to leave the numbers. Cut the circles off if I can. Leave the numbers. I don't know. The numbers might get cut off. We'll see. Yeah, the numbers got cut off. Oh well. Gotta do what I gotta do here. I don't have a lot of time to think about it. I got numbers down here, so. Okay, so this. This could be a pocket like this. That would be fun. We don't have any pockets like this yet. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make pockets, but since I have the opportunity, and then it saves me from making scraps, why not, right? So then we're gonna fold it in half. We are going to have some scraps because I'm going to have to cut the sides off here. Let me get that even. Okay, so if we do this for our measurement, I'm going to cut right there into 3. A little 3 right there. Okay, put that with my scraps over here. Let's see how it fits. Does it stick out? It still sticks out. Need another couple little lines cut off here. Okay, so we have a pocket. Go ahead and glue that down. This is our 4th page. Need 1 more page. brought something, I just didn't know. I kind of grabbed it at the last minute, I think. I don't know if it'll work or not. So I might have to have a repeat of a page if it doesn't work. I was looking at, you know, I did my reorganization type cleaning out my drawers videos, and I think that'll be good. I don't want that next to my other tuck spot page there, so I'm gonna put this at the beginning. And do it like that. Yeah, I had some odds and ends. I thought I grabbed more odds and ends. Where are they? I don't see them. Huh. Let me look in my bag. Make sure I got everything out. I really did. Huh. I just thought I grabbed some daytimer paper. That's weird. Okay. Guess not. But I did grab this little book, but I think it's separate sheets. So, I don't know. Let me see something here. See how these are separate sheets? They're not a whole signature, so they won't be long enough unless I glue them together. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I don't have any washi here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here's my... Yes, I did. I did bring them. They're over here on the side. Hello. So organized, I don't know where my stuff is. I have other little piles all around me, but that was over there. Okay, so I brought this. It's kind of like bigger size bridge score sheets. It's like the biggest one I have. Most of them are smaller. So I thought this could be fun little pages. Let's pull a page of this out, because you can write all over this, right? Just don't want to tear it wrong here, so let me be careful. Okay, so this is our 5th page in our 2nd signature. This is going to be so perfect. Look at that. Get it folded even here. Okay, let's see. Will it fit here without cutting any off? Yes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our first signature is right here. And our other 5 pages. Okay, so I'm starting off this signature with this pretty handmade paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless I want to start it off with... No, I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, I think that's good. That's good the way it is. Let me see if I want to start this signature off with anything except for the avocado die. I don't think it really matters that much. Okay, now let's see how it all fits in there. Make sure nothing's sticking out the top or the bottom. Okay, nope, nothing's sticking out. I think we can sew. Let's look at our time. We're at 48. We really got to go quick now. Paper cutter. Okay. So I have, let me see. I have needles. I have my I have my awl. I think I'll use black. Don't really have time to think about it. I was gonna use this though. But I do have this with me, and I think this will look better. And it'll be easier to thread probably. I've got this. I've got my needles here. Let me find a needle. Put my lid in my glue. It's starting to ooze here. I don't really have time to put the lid in my glue right now. Okay. Why are you doing that, glue? Okay. Of course, now I got it all over my fingers. Okay, let's see. Needle, where's my favorite needle? Guess I'll use this one. It's not really my favorite. I need to get a new needle. Out of all these needles, I really don't like any of them for this. So yeah, I've been meaning to order a new needle, but haven't done it yet. I'm putting it off. I mean, this works. Nothing wrong with it. I don't think it's sharp enough on the end. Sometimes it makes it hard to get through. I have one signature at a time. Don't have a lot of time to think about this, so I'm going to do like my quickest version of putting in a signature here. So I'm going to do 3 pamphlet hole stitch. I'm going to do, let's see, let me get it upright. So I'm going to do 2 in the middle. I'm just eyeballing the middle right here. I'm going to go ahead and poke 2 holes right here in the middle. I'm not drawing any kind of template or anything. I don't have time for that. right here, straight across, 2 holes. Okay, you can see them. And then a little more than 1/2 inch from the top, I'd say about right there would be good. Well, I do want to line it up here. Line it up with my, to use the ruler a little bit, line it up with my center hole here. Okay, here's my center hole. So right here, about right here. Okay, right there. Don't want to mess this up. Okay, so we got straight up and down, straight across, right there. Okay, let's do the bottom. Just turning the card around. Okay, line it up with our top hole, middle hole, top hole, middle hole, bottom hole. It looks crooked. Let me straighten it out a little bit. Okay, eyeballing, hole, 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 right there. Okay, now this one, hole, hole, looks pretty straight, going straight across right there. Okay, got our holes poked that way. Now, signature 1. Let's do the back signature first, maybe. And smooth this wrinkle out if I can. In my paper, that wrinkle. Okay. Now, I didn't bring any paper clips to keep my pages together, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. There is a binder clip here, I see, but I might not even, well, I might need it. Let me try. Oh, there's a couple binder clips in here. Okay. Go ahead. They're like kind of big for this project, but we'll see if we can use them just to keep our papers together. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and I'm going to line this up with my holes that we just punched. And I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to mark some holes on the outside here. Right there, right there, right there. Okay, now keep that on. Where's my thread? Measure how much we need. Do 3 lengths. 1, 2, 3. A little bit more, just for a good measure. I always have extra, so I don't know why I do that. I'd rather have extra than not enough, though, you know. Okay, this side looks tighter, so I'm going to try to put this one through the needle. Where's my hole? It's on the other end. Hello. Okay, there we go. Now, I've got my little, let me see, go ahead and poke a hole here through these. Maybe that'll be, okay. I'm kind of like trying to rush too much here, but I'm going to do it right the way I do it. Okay, poke a hole here from the back, poke a hole all the way through, make sure it went all the way through, poke a hole here, poke a hole here, by our 3 pencil marks that we made by the holes. Okay, so we got our holes there, we got our holes there. Now we're going to start in the center, make sure it's upright the way we want it. Yes, it doesn't really matter, these pages are kind of generic anyway. Okay, first hole going through. Didn't bring my pliers or anything, so I hope this doesn't, being that it's only 5 pages in the signature, it's going to be a lot easier than, you know, usually I do like what, sometimes I do like 20-page signatures, or, you know, when you fold them in half, they're 40, so that's much more difficult to get through than just 5 or 10 when you fold them in half. Okay, make sure your string doesn't come out. So this would be a good little starter journal if you've never done this and you want to learn how to sew. Just do it with 5 pages like this first. Okay. If I had time, I'd do a 5 pamphlet stitch, but I just don't have time to make 2 more holes right now, so I'm just doing the 3. And then I'll be plenty strong enough for these 5 pages, you know what I mean? So I went down to the bottom hole, going through there. So you still got plenty of string here. Pull it tight on the outside, pull it tight here. Okay, I'm going to go up through our middle hole. Okay, see how I always have this excess string here? I have plenty of string, so you're pulling everything tight. Kind of want to go like that. Make sure it's not loose, okay? It's nice and tight inside and out. Let's tie it off here in the middle. Got glue on my fingers. Okay, tie it. I do a double knot, at least double knot. Sometimes I tie 3, it just depends on what I think it needs. Cut this off. Extra. And cut this one off a little bit. Just it's kind of ragged on the end, so cut that one off. Now what time is it? 57. Oh my goodness. We've got 3 minutes to do the second one, so I might have to start on it and then finish it up tomorrow. But here's basically the first signature. Cute, right? You see it in there? All right, let's not fool around with that. Let's see if we can get our next signature in quickly. Okay, we got all our papers even, kind of where we want them. Make our pencil marks here. Yes. Pencil marks next to our holes. Okay, here's a hole here. Wait a minute, I want this down a little bit. I want this down, this paper down a little bit, this outside page here. Okay, so we've got a hole right there. Okay, a hole right there. Okay, so we've got a hole right here, hole right here, hole right here. Okay, let me get my binder clips. That worked out well the first time, right? Let's do it again quickly. Okay, poke some holes right next to our little marks again. Okay, now let's get some string. 1, 2, 3. Thread our needle. Told you I was determined to get this done, right? I am still determined. I will not be deterred. Okay. Get out of the way. Disturbing me. Okay. First hole. Make sure our string doesn't come all the way through. Second hole. Go into the pages. This really is easy with the only 5 pages. I've never done this few pages before. I'm like, wow, I'm loving this easiness of this, right? Okay. All right, down to the bottom. Down out of our hole. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Pull this tight. Go back through. Where'd you go? Oh, it came out. All right, it happens. Sorry if my head's getting in here. I'm licking the bottom of the, trying to get this together quickly. I don't have time to cut it off, right? Okay. There we go, there we go. There we go, there we go. Sorry I'm rushing. Hope you don't mind. I just want to, I challenged myself to get this done and I want to do it. I want to get it done. Okay, let's pull that around there. Get everything tight. Tight, tight. Okay. So, and then we're going to tie our strings. Now I was rushing, so if something's not perfect, you know, you can take your time and do it perfect. I was just rushing because I challenged myself to get this done in 1 hour. So, extra string. So it's pretty much done. We even have little tuck spots and pockets already, so, and fold out. So let's see. We've got a little bit of extra right here. I was wondering about that. That was gonna stick up. So I'm not gonna try to cut it right now, but I'm gonna cut off this little extra right here. I'm gonna cut that off with my scissors. But anyway, let's do a little flip through of what we did. Okay, we made this little cover. Our binding looks good. Let me look at it this way. Yeah, it's decent. This could be a little straighter, but I was rushing. See? Okay, and then we have, here's how it is. Let me kind of fold these down. Okay, so you open up, and you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's a center. Fold outs. Here's our tuck spot in the first signature. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages or 20 fronts and backs. Second signature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Middle. Here, our second signature is the pocket, the tuck spot, okay, and the fold outs. Well, that's a tuck spot. Okay, wait a minute. We got 1, 2 pocket, 3 page, 4 page tuck spot, 5. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that is 10 pages per signature. That's 20 pages or 40 fronts and backs. So pretty cute, right? And then we're gonna cut off these. I'm gonna cut these off at home with a nice sharp pair of scissors right up to the knot, and then will tie it, and it'll be something like this when it's tied closed. Let me see, I'm trying to get it the right angle. I'm right-handed, but like I said, this is only the second time I've ever done a closure like this, so kind of not totally used to tying a bow on the side like this, right? Okay, that one's too short. So once we get those extra pieces out of there, because they're kind of in the way right now, but you can kind of see how it's going to look. Pretty cute, right? I like it, and it's made from a Christmas card. We started with, are we still going? Sorry, we're over an hour and I gotta go. But let me get you a Christmas card. Show you what we started with. Started with this, and we ended up with a cute little journal. Adorable, right? Got a spine, snowflake on the back. You can decorate it, put more decorations and pockets in it, but right now it would be cute if you just wanted to leave it like this. So thanks for watching today, and I will see you next time. Happy crafting.